Right now, your roof is absorbing heat that does not belong inside your home. It is pulling it in through every square foot of surface above your head, pressing it down through the ceiling and turning the air you are breathing into something closer to the inside of an oven than a living space. You have been paying to fight that heat every single summer. And the thing is, you did not have to. The average American household spends $450 a year running air conditioning. That number comes from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and it has been climbing every year since 2015. In the United Kingdom, the figure is lower because fewer homes have mechanical cooling, but the consequence of not having it is worse. Temperatures inside unmodified brick and tile homes in England regularly exceed 40 degrees Celsius during summer heat events. 40 degrees in 1953, the British Standards Institution revised the national building guidance that governed domestic roof and wall specifications. They removed a thermal reflectance standard that had been quietly protecting English homes for decades, and they did it at the request of a materials industry coalition that had every financial reason to want that standard gone. That removal is documented. The year is documented. And the knowledge that standard was built on did not disappear. It went somewhere quieter. I found it in the summer of 2019, standing inside a farmhouse in the North Riding of Yorkshire, in a valley outside a village called Osmotherley. The farmhouse had been built in 1742. It had no insulation in the modern sense of the word. No fiberglass bats, no spray foam, no mechanical ventilation. The walls were dressed stone, 18 inches thick, with lime mortars between them. The roof was covered in a whitewash mixture that had been reapplied every few years for as long as anyone in the village could remember. It was the third week of July. Outside, the air temperature was 33 degrees Celsius. I walked through the door, expecting warmth. I stopped. The interior of that farmhouse was cool, not air-conditioned cool, something more measured than that. It was the kind of cool that settles rather than blows at you. I stood in the kitchen for a long moment, and I checked my thermometer. 21 degrees inside, 12 degrees cooler than the air outside. No electricity, no compressor, no refrigerant. I started asking questions that afternoon, and I did not stop asking them for the better part of 3 years. What I found is what this video is about. The average American household spending $450 a year on air conditioning pays $4,500 over a decade, and that is only the energy cost. Add the unit itself, the installation, the servicing, the refrigerant top-ups, and the replacement every 12 to 15 years. And the real 10-year cost of mechanical cooling in a standard American home is closer to $8,000. $8,000. For heat, you were never supposed to be fighting in the first place. The reason your home gets so hot is not simply that the sun is bright, it is that conventional roofing materials are extraordinarily good at absorbing radiant heat and holding it. The Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory has measured the surface temperature of standard dark asphalt shingles in direct summer sun. Their documented figure is 88 degrees Celsius. 88, that surface then radiates heat inward through the roof structure for hours after sunset. This is why your bedroom is still unbearable at 11 at night, even after the sun has been down for hours. The heat was stored during the day, and it is being released at you while you try to sleep. The modern solution to this is to cool the interior air after the heat has already entered. You are fighting the heat once it is already inside your house. That is the definition of inefficiency. The old method works at the point of entry. It prevents the heat from crossing the roof surface in the first place. Rural communities across the Yorkshire Dales and the North Yorkshire Moors arrived at this solution not through any formal scientific inquiry. They arrived at it by watching. These were farming communities, self-sufficient in ways that are difficult to imagine now. They kept close attention to which structures stayed cool in summer and which became dangerous for livestock. Stone barns covered with traditional lime wash consistently ran cooler than untreated structures. The communities did not theorize about why, they simply kept doing what worked. By the early 1800s, applying a reflective lime coating to south-facing roof slopes and exterior walls was standard practice across working farms in that region. The farmers did not call it thermal reflectance. They called it common sense, but they were not the first to understand it. The ancient Egyptians whitened the exterior surfaces of grain storage buildings along the Nile Delta as far back as 3000 BC. The purpose was documented in administrative records found at the Deir el Medina settlement site. The surface treatment kept interior grain temperatures low enough to prevent spoilage during summer months. They did not have chemistry. They had 3,000 years of observation. The method Arthur Whitfield investigated in Osmouth Early, and in the documents that followed, comes in two parts. The first is a reflective roof coating that you can make and apply yourself in a single weekend. You will need agricultural hydrated lime, available at any agricultural merchant or farm supply store. In the United States, brands like High Yield and Bonad sell it in 50-pound bags for between $12 and $18. In the United Kingdom, you can source it from Cromwell Tools, Travis Perkins, or any independent builder's merchant for approximately 8 to 12 pounds for a 25-kilogram bag. You will also need titanium dioxide pigment, sold in art supply stores and online under the product name Rutile Titanium Dioxide. A 1-kilogram bag costs between $10 and $16 and covers a significant area. You will need raw linseed oil, not boiled, raw. This is critical. Boiled linseed oil contains metallic dryers that react with lime and cause premature cracking of the finished surface. Raw linseed oil from a hardware or art supply store costs around $12 to $20 per liter, and you will need water, clean and cold. The mix is 1 part hydrated lime to 4 parts water, stirred until fully dissolved. Add titanium dioxide at a ratio of 10% by dry weight of the lime. Add raw linseed oil at a rate of 1 tablespoon per liter of finished mixture. The linseed oil increases adhesion and weather resistance without compromising the reflective properties of the lime. Apply to a clean, dry roof surface using a wide masonry brush or a low-pressure garden sprayer with the nozzle set to its widest setting. 2 coats with a minimum of 24 hours between them. Do not apply in direct sun or when the surface temperature exceeds 40 degrees Celsius, because the mixture will dry too fast and the lime will not cure properly into the surface. The total material cost for a standard 1,500 square foot roof in the United States runs between $60 and $90. In the United Kingdom, for an average semi-detached house, the equivalent cost is between 40 and 70 pounds. What surprises most people when they first hear this is that the cost is measured in tens of pounds and dollars rather than hundreds. They assume something this effective must be expensive. The Roman Empire used the same calcified white surface treatment on military barracks across North Africa and the Iberian Peninsula. Structures excavated at Volubilis in present-day Morocco show consistent lime application on south and west-facing exterior surfaces. With the archaeological record dating the practice back to the 2nd century, 2,000 years ago, Roman engineers knew what your roofing contractor has never mentioned. In 2017, a homeowner named Dale Marchetti in Phoenix, Arizona, applied a DIY lime titanium mixture to the low slopey roof of his 1,800 square foot ranch home. He documented the project in detail. Before application, his attic temperature on a July afternoon reached 61 degrees Celsius. After 2 coats applied over 1 weekend at a total material cost of $84, his attic temperature on an equivalent July afternoon measured 39 degrees, 22 degrees cooler. His electricity bill in August dropped by $91 compared to August of the previous year. The coating has been reapplied once in 7 years. Total cost over 7 summers, including both applications, is $160. Now, if you are watching this from a rented flat or an apartment building where you cannot touch the roof, I know what you are thinking. You are thinking this does not apply to you. Stay with me, because the second method I am about to describe works on walls, on windows, on any surface you can reach, and it produces measurable results in rooms that get direct afternoon sun, even with no roof access whatsoever. First, the suppression. The global air conditioning market was valued at $217 billion in 2023. That figure comes from the International Energy Agency's annual cooling report. A single household that eliminates its cooling costs entirely removes an average of $450 per year from that industry. Over the 40-year ownership of a home, that is $18,000 per household. At scale, the arithmetic becomes a business threat. In 1975, the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, known as ASHRAE, published Standard 90, the first comprehensive U.S. building energy code. That standard established the framework that all subsequent building codes were built on. Reflective exterior coatings were deliberately omitted from the approved compliance pathways in the original document. They were not banned. They were simply not listed as a valid method for meeting thermal performance requirements. A builder who wanted to use a lime reflective coating instead of mechanical cooling could not point to any code that recognized it. This meant no bank would finance it, no inspector would pass it, and no contractor would install it for liability reasons. The omission was not accidental. Representatives from the heating and cooling equipment manufacturers association attended the drafting committee meetings and submitted written commentary on the compliance pathways. That commentary is part of the public record. The document exists. At the local level, the suppression became building code language. In 2009, Maricopa County, Arizona, updated its residential energy compliance checklist. Exterior reflective coatings applied by homeowners were reclassified as maintenance rather than energy improvements, which removed them from the list of qualifying efficiency measures eligible for utility rebates. The reclassification was proposed in writing by a commercial HVAC contractor association operating within the county. The effect was to remove a financial incentive from the one method that competed directly with the equipment they sold. Now here's what you have not heard yet. The second method amplifies the first by addressing what the roof coating cannot reach. Your walls absorb heat too, particularly south-facing and west-facing walls in the afternoon. The same lime-titanium mixture applied to exterior masonry or render walls produces a solar reflectance index of between 80 and 85 on a standard scale, where 0 is perfectly absorbent and 100 is perfectly reflective. Standard unpainted brick sits at around 20. Standard white paint sits at around 70. This mixture reaches 80 to 85 because the titanium dioxide particles reflect in the near-infrared spectrum as well as the visible spectrum. Your eyes see white. The sun sees a mirror. The Ming Dynasty in China applied a composite lime and oyster shell coating to the exterior walls of residential courtyard houses in Fujian province from approximately the 14th century onward. The technique is documented in regional building manuals of the period and is still visible on preserved structures in the village of Yongding. They called it the shell white finish. The physics behind it are identical to what you are about to apply to your own walls. For walls that receive direct afternoon sun, apply the same mixture using the same method as the roof. For a south-facing wall of average size, the additional material cost is between $15 and $30. For renters with no ability to apply exterior treatments, apply the mixture to interior-facing secondary surfaces like balcony walls, garden-facing fence panels, or any exterior structure adjacent to your living space. Every treated surface between the sun and your interior reduces the thermal load on your rooms. Combined, the roof coating and the wall treatment bring the total project cost to between $90 and $130 in the United States, and between £60 and £100 in the United Kingdom. The combined effect documented in real applications averages a reduction in interior peak temperatures of between 8 and 14 degrees Celsius. A family in Palermo, Sicily, applied both treatments to their 1930s stone terraced house in the summer of 2021. Their interior peak temperature before treatment was 38 degrees Celsius. After treatment, it was 24. They paid €92 for all materials. They have not owned an air conditioning unit. They will not have used mechanical cooling for 19 years. I had a unit fitted in my previous home in 2001 by a contractor called Barry Stanton, who worked out of North. Over 19 years between energy bills, servicing twice, and one full unit replacement in 2013. I spent the better part of £6,000 fighting heat that should never have been inside the building in the first place. Barry Stanton visited my home 14 times over those years. He saw the walls. He knew the south-facing exposure. He never once mentioned a reflective coating. Not because he did not know that alternatives existed, because alternatives were not what he was there to sell. I do not say that with anger. I say it with the clear eyes of someone who has now done the arithmetic. This knowledge was not lost. It was not forgotten, not overlooked, not superseded by something better. In 1975, a committee met, wrote a document, and chose which methods would appear in it and which would not. The methods that appeared made certain manufacturers very wealthy. The method that did not appear kept $62 of material cost between your roof and the sun, and asked nothing more of you than a weekend and a brush. You have that method now. They had 30 years to make sure you would not, if your roof or a wall-treated surface has brought your indoor temperature down this summer? Leave a comment below with the temperature difference you measured before and after. Not your opinion of whether it works. Your number, your specific measured temperature in degrees. That data will help other viewers in similar climates understand what they can realistically expect from their own application. And it builds a record that no one on any committee can revise. The next video on this channel covers something the British Gas Corporation attempted to have. Formerly classified as a fire risk in 1979, they failed. The reason they failed reveals something about the suppression strategy that I have not discussed yet. And it changes how you understand everything the energy industry has told you about home safety. If you are not subscribed, you will be the last person in this conversation to find out why they tried.